Hi, in this video we're going to discuss some of the things we dislike about the Shark NV801. Now the full name for this unit is actually the Shark Rotator Powered Lift-Away Speed with Duo Clean technology. It's also known as the NV803. The 803 and the 801 are the same actually. It's the same vacuum and the same tool set. So, one of the first things we dislike about the machine is the fact that it does not come with a motorized PET tool. Now, this is the PET tool that comes with the Shark NV752. It's quite a hefty unit and it is motorized. It's a motor here. It's got a fairly large opening and that motor drives the brush roll fairly strongly. In other words, it doesn't bog down easily when you're working with a lot of PET here. It does need cleaning just like any other brush roll, but it doesn't stop or anything like that. By comparison, this is the tool that comes with the NV801. It's very lightweight and we can open it up. It does pop open typically fairly easily and you can see how it operates. It's got a little turbine in here and that's spun by the suction of the vacuum that spins the brush roll here. Now what we have found is when using this unit, it does clog up fairly quickly with PET hair, and it will actually clog up to the point where it stops or it runs so slowly that it's not actually working at all. And you have to open this up, and often you've got to pull the brush roll out and sometimes even take the brush roll apart to get hair that gets clogged into the ends. And that's a bit of a pain. And again, we didn't find that with a powered PET tool. So what we're going to do right now is run this on some PET hair, see if we can get it to clog up. Okay, we've got some white long dog hair here that's been put onto a medium pile carpet. We've taken the PET tool, fitted onto the end of the vacuum handle. Now we'll turn the vacuum on and give this a go. Now at this point it is already pretty much barely turning. Now it did manage to do this, which is fairly good, but you would have to clean it in order to get any more use out of it at this point. And you've got to pull the brush roll out. And you probably are going to have to dismantle it as well, which means taking these little rubber grommets off, pulling the ends out, and getting... Anyways, you can see the trouble with this. So it works. It just needs to be cleaned frequently. Here we're using the Shark NV752 with the powered PET tool. Okay, now these guys still get clogged up and it needs to be pulled out, but you notice that brush roll didn't slow, didn't bog down, still pulls up PET hair, so you could run this quite a bit longer than the tool with the NV801. We also don't like that the hose feels a little on the short side. So, for example, if we take the handle out, let's say we wanted to use one of the tools. This is the upholstery tool. Put it on the end of the handle. Now as we move along and decide to go over here, for example, with it, it doesn't take too long before the vacuum wants to fall over. Now movement of these vacuums is good. They're quite maneuverable. However, you still will feel that the vacuum's a little top heavy. And again, that's this lift away feature here. And you can feel that on your wrist. Now it's not as dramatic as it is on the larger NV752. It's about the same as it is on the NV682, but you can feel that on your wrist. You get used to it, but it's there. Another thing is the size of the cleaner head here, it's fairly narrow. Now that has its pros and cons. The pro being that you can get into tighter areas with it. But the downside is that it doesn't cover very much with each pass of the vacuum. So if you have a larger area to clean, you'll be going back and forth a lot. Now, if you want to get picky, there are complaints that the dust canister here is quite small and needs to be emptied frequently. Now, indeed, it is quite a bit smaller than, for example, the unit on the NV752. Although, frankly, this is a lighter, more compact vacuum, so there is a trade-off. Another issue with this machine is the noise level. Now, we can say that it's not an issue for us. However, we have noticed that some people feel that it's a little on the loud side. So, what we did is line up 3 Shark uprights here, and we used a sound level meter. It was set up 3 feet in front of the nozzle of each machine, and we ran each machine with the brush roll-on and measured the noise level. Now we won't do that here, it's a bit time consuming, but we can give you the results. Now we found that the NV682, the blue machine at the end, came in at 76.3 decibels. This machine here in the middle, the NV752, came in at 78.6 decibels. And the Shark NV801 at 79.4. So indeed it is the loudest of the 3. We have had uprights here clocking in at over 80 decibels. So again, it's not a huge issue for us, but one we did want to highlight. And what we're going to do now is we'll just turn each machine on and we'll run it with the brush roll on and just see if you can tell a difference or not. So first we'll do the NV801. Okay, now the Shark NV752. And finally, the Shark NV682. Okay, don't know if you could tell a difference or not, but at least you can hear the different machines operating. So we've highlighted some of the things we dislike about the Shark NV801. Now, there's actually quite a few things we really do like about this machine, and you may want to view our video entitled Things We Love About the Shark NV801. Thanks for watching.